The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Not a big chicka bomb.
Chicka boom boom. Freestyle boom boom. Chicka 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 boom.
Nope.
Well, that was
Just because you've been in South America.
that's how we do it. We chicka boom down there for 10 days. We're chicka booming in the morning, we're chicka booming in the afternoon, chicka booming at night. You wouldn't believe it. We're all walking around just chicka boom boom, chicka boom.
Was there just one stage at Lollapalooza?
No.
There's a bunch still, right?
Yeah, there's so many shitty bands you got to put in there. You can't do that on one stage.
Right.
Just got back yesterday. Mm-hmm. I was
Welcome
awake.
back.
I went to bed at 4 this morning. Again, I somehow kept my same schedule. I was awake for 48 hours straight, and with one meal or two meals, and that's my new record. So for me.
Woo!
My previous record was 46 hours.
But wait. Why? Why?
There's really so many reasons. First of all, we were in what's the one in Brazil?
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo. And that was a 9-hour flight from there. So it's an hour drive. Okay, hold on. Let me start from the beginning. Mm-hmm. I woke up at 8 a.m. in the hotel. I took an edible the night before and I had missing time. I don't know. I could have been asleep for an hour or 10 hours. I have no idea what happened.
Oh my God.
So I woke up at 8 a.m.
Same time zone?
No, it's 4 hours ahead of here.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's an hour past New York.
Whew.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll pretend that's 4 a.m. LA time.
Okay.
So I got up at 4 a.m. LA time and then was up for hours. Had an hour-long drive from the van to the airport. And we got to the airport 5 hours early for some reason.
Which I love. I love
5
being
hours?
early.
5
Not
hours?
5 hours, though.
5 hours?
Not 5 hours,
That
but
was
I love
ridiculous.
being early. That's crazy.
So our tour manager was trying to be on the safe side, and he was 5 hours early. And then we had a 9-hour flight to New York, where we had a 4.5-hour layover, and then a 6-hour, 15-minute flight to LA, then an hour ride from LAX to where I live, and then I was up. And on the plane, I was like, no, I can't sleep on planes. I'm so uncomfortable. My neck hurts, and everything sucks.
That's why you have to upgrade.
Stop it. I will not spend my money on that.
$200 upgrade to business class.
That's not international. Doesn't work that way. It's like $1,000.
Okay.
And still no. So instead of being like tired and uncomfortable, I figured let's fucking pop a 30 Adderall and just be wide awake for the flight.
Nice.
But that also means be wide awake for a day. So I went to bed at 4 a.m. this morning, no food, and 48 hours awake.
You're like a model.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's like my dream life right there.
Do not hear that a lot, but thank you very much. So I got plenty of sleep today, woke up, and also thought I was having a heart attack this morning.
Because why?
I don't know. I had pains.
Did your chest hurt?
Yes.
Did your arm hurt?
No. My chest hurt from my neck all the way to my waist. Full chest, both sides, the whole way. It felt like gas pains.
I had
but in my entire chest, and then went to my back.
I have the same fucking thing.
That's a pre-heart attack.
Is it? I had it yesterday, and I had it this morning, and I had it this afternoon before I came here, and I had to drink water because it was going up to my jawline.
That is the big key for a pre-heart attack. I'm not even joking.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm not kidding at all. So let's make this show our best one. So when it goes into the jaw and like the shoulders.
Yeah, and it felt so tight, but it felt like I had gas, like indigestion. And then I got scared because I'm watching the dog because Anthony's in Greece filming, not for fun, but for
Not
filming.
Yeah, I got a gig.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on TV.
That's a spirit.
They cut me out of every scene.
So weird.
8 episodes.
6 weeks. I didn't make it a single cut.
But I got concerned because it happened. It happened 2 nights ago after work, and then it happened yesterday, and it happened this morning, and then a little bit this afternoon. I feel it. It's like it's almost like I can't catch my breath, but
Oh,
it
God.
feels like I
Okay,
have
I'm not-
heartburn
You're,
through my whole fucking body.
I'm not even
serious?
trying to
Is
be
this
funny. You were describing every symptom of an existing heart attack or pre-heart attack. So I was not concerned when I was reading because I didn't have the sore jaw. I didn't have the shortness of breath. I didn't have the sore shoulders. And you have all those things?
Wow, I didn't know. I have to.
Listen, do what I did and call the doctor immediately. I didn't call the doctor yet.
Really?
I totally forgot. I'm going to do it tomorrow.
So fucking mad.
I totally spaced. I had other phone calls when I was
Midway
working.
through us having sex, I almost brought it up.
Stop it.
I swear to God.
Stop it.
I thought better of it, and I almost was like, I dipped out for a second. I was like,
Let me mute your mic real quick.
I dipped out
But
for a second.
for real, you were describing all of the symptoms of pre-heart attacks.
Well, and then I always thought that for women it's different because it feels like indigestion for women.
Oh, that was
but-
the thing. The heartburn aspect is another thing I didn't have, which is part of it.
Yeah,
So-
that's and for women it's fuck. I haven't.
I
Jeez,
would
that's
just-
scary.
So something that women do is they sync up their periods, but podcast hosts sync up their heart attacks,
Yeah.
which is something that no one really talks
Can
about
you
very much.
imagine?
We're doing
Dude.
it. So that's
Not
something.
our suicide pact. This is like
This is
oh,
the
this
move.
is the suicide pact.
not
it's our
suicide.
heart attack. It's
What's
natural.
suicide when you don't call a doctor?
Hey, listen, you're the
and
camera
reach
person. Don't
out?
fucking chime in like you're a goddamn doctor all of a sudden. Back in the computer. Thank you. Back in the computer. Thank you so much. Thank you. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. That's all you do. Okay, great.
Camera 3 is mine, you fuck.
No, it's not. 4 is. Thanks.
The button 4, but the camera, the third camera is technically
Listen, she's
mine.
fucking tech support all of a sudden. Just, you know what, Doctor
Tech
Darren,
Yeah, it's Dr. Dickless.
get your head back in the learning books.
Oh,
Anyway,
wow.
so
Okay.
things are winding down.
I'm so worried about both of you now.
Shush.
That's weird. I thought it was indigestion, but it was my whole from here to here, and it crossed over like my flank, like my back.
That's pre-heart attack.
What is a pre?
What's a pre-heart attack?
It's pains that you get before a heart attack comes.
But it didn't come.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't come like the same day. It's like within a week or two. So
Cool. That's cool. I got that to look forward to.
by the way, this laugh is not for you. It's for both of us because we're both having the similar chest pains.
Woo!
Anyway.
Lordy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna chalk it up to my traveling. I think all that
sure.
traveling, everyone knows that flying international can raise the risk of heart attack because you're dealing with stupid people all the time, people that don't know how to get in lines, and
Yep.
just rude motherfuckers all over the place. So yeah, wild stuff.
Plus, you took an Adderall. You probably drank some caffeine, right? Or
I had a couple Red Bulls,
yeah.
but that was like a day before the chest pains. You know, a full day before. And then yesterday, when I got home, I only had a Monster. Only one Monster.
Interesting. And when did you feel like that?
This morning at like 11 a.m. this morning. I woke up, I'm laying in bed, comfy, laying on my side. Horrible pain, chest and back. Got on my back, I felt a little bit better. Turned to the other side, pain came back. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, everyone listening, sign up for the Patreon, give me my coffin money. Thank you very much. No, I'm going to be cremated, and that costs what, $3 or $4 grand?
It's not cheap.
It's like $4,000 to
Okay,
pick
cool.
up the ashes. Yeah.
Speaking of flights, while we were down
I'm
there,
scared now.
you should be.
Yeah.
We both are. How are you going to think about it the whole
Actually,
show?
I'm just like,
Do you want to call your doctor now on the air?
talk about dipped out. I'm like, okay, so is my place clean enough so when I fucking die, like no one has to go through my shit?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like we should have ended the show with this and not started
Yeah.
with that. Let's start over. Everything's back. Everything's cool.
Can I say something? Have you ever seen a car that has
Yes.
eyelashes on it?
I have. Was it a Volkswagen Bug?
Sure was. I want to.
Was it really?
I want to fucking ram it
always
off the.
are.
I want to ram it off the fucking road. Do you guys have this? Is an irrational thing I do.
This show is all about being irrational.
Okay.
So,
There are certain cars I fucking hate.
oh,
if,
same.
If they try to pass me, oh hell no! I'm like,
Is a Bug one of them?
no, just There's just the ones that have like the red bug with the black dots in the eyelashes. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, stop. Remember when those came out and they had flowers in the?
They came with it.
Yeah, it came with a flower. Like,
do you remember the Volkswagen that came out that you could plug a guitar into that turned the entire car into an amplifier?
What?
It was a Volkswagen. Yeah, it was like a
Recently?
I was like a Jetta. It was like a gimmick where you could plug. It had like a 1/4-inch jack. You plug it in, and it turns the entire stereo into an amplifier.
That's unnecessary. I actually my first car was a Volkswagen Jetta 1980. It was a 1985, 4. Super cool, and it had big woofers and a big old stereo in the trunk. And I took out my stereo at night, and I brought it with me. And the one night that I didn't, and I had moved to Madison, Wisconsin, I came out the next day. And it was stolen.
The next day?
Yeah, I've had luck. I've had good luck since.
You always have. It's always been that way. It was a Volkswagen First Act.
Sirocco?
So the car came with a guitar, and you could also plug the guitar into it to turn it into an amplifier.
Came with a guitar.
What was the car?
It looks like a Jetta. I think it's a Jetta.
I see.
Yeah. Fucking son of a bitch.
Oh, that interesting.
And then Slash was the guy who did the commercials. Yeah. Came with the guitar, you plug it right into the stereo.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
the guitars are so shitty. They were so shitty.
Why is that necessary though?
It's just a
You're
gimmick.
gonna fucking drive and play your guitar?
It's not. It's for when you're parked. You show up to the party and then you slay. You rip there. You don't rip while you're driving.
It's like when people have dream catchers in their car. Are you fucking sleeping in your car? It's a dream catcher.
What if you're driving?
Not a daydream
What if you're
catcher.
driving bored, tired people around? You gotta think about these things.
Okay, so that's one of my.
I saw someone reading a newspaper once, a full folded out newspaper on their steering wheel, reading while driving. The newspaper, like a dork.
Duh. I mean, they should be on their phone like normal people.
Like a normal folk.
Those cars, smart cars, I fucking hate those so much.
Like the one-seater, tiny little guy.
When they first came out, I went on a date with a doctor. He was kind of cute. And I was like, oh. And he came to pick me up in that.
Did he pull you in a wagon? Where did he put you?
Fucking next to, he was like tall too. So like, what? He was like, oh, this is a smart car. This is brand new. It's going to save the world. And I was like, no, because you're going to fucking die because it's not a smart car. One small little hit from
if
anything,
you get
you're
T-boned
dead.
by a motorcycle, you're dead.
Fucking big wheel and you're gone. Like, so,
goodbye.
So those cars and the big one that I have an issue with, PT Cruiser. I don't know why, but I have issues with that. They drive me crazy.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk through this.
Isn't that weird?
So if a PT Cruiser is passing you, you have the hell no response. Like you're not going anywhere.
Yep.
What does it do to you when you see it?
I get like irrational hate of this car. Like I can't stand it. Like
because it's dumb looking, or because
I just can't stand it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
If someone gave you one, would you drive it?
Nope.
That was a quick answer.
Nope, I would not, and I know that's.
Would you rather drive a PT Cruiser or a bug with eyelashes?
Ooh. I'd rather walk.
No, you have to choose one.
Nope, I will not. I'll fucking die.
I'll sit here all day.
Heart attack. That's cool.
That's happening regardless.
That's my heart attacks.
Which one? You have to drive one around.
Oh.
And both are bright orange.
The eyelashes then. Oh. That's how much I hated PT
How about this?
Cruiser.
Are you ready for this? Are you sitting down?
Yes.
How about PT Cruiser with eyelashes?
No. So here's the thing. I had this friend. I'm trying to think if they listen to this show though.
Just change the scenario.
Tell a different story.
We're talking about carrots. Yeah, carrots. That's it.
So
PT Carrot.
Once in a while, this person would pick me up to give me a ride to work.
Oh, this person listens.
And them would had one of those cars, and they'd be like, hey, I have to go wash my car real quick every time. So I would have to help wash the car.
Wait, I've probably helped one friend wash a car once. You helped this person how many times wash the same car?
A few.
How does this?
And then one time it was super hot, like really hot outside, like humid, Midwestern, like hot. And and we started to go through the drive-through with the washing thing because we were running late or
A
whatever.
car wash?
A car wash.
Okay.
Thank you.
The washing thing with the car.
And she rolled up the windows, but the air wasn't on, and I freaked out and had to open the door mid, like it was starting like the rain, and I like rolled out. Like I just have issues with these cars, and I think that's why. It's because
You got out of a car wash halfway through it?
hell yes, I couldn't breathe. I had a panic attack.
Did you get soaked?
Yeah, I mean it was just starting to go in, so I wasn't
Okay.
like in the middle, like.
You just ran out the back
Yeah,
like-
I think
like a
I think I
lunatic?
could die. Some people,
Was there any
think I
thought put
died.
into just putting the air on?
No, that's the thing. It wasn't my car, so I couldn't like. It's like the
Well,
time.
I bet you could have said like, "Hey, can you put the air on?" Or I'm getting out in the car wash.
Probably, but this was a long time ago.
This is a weird relationship you had.
Also, there was Betty Boop shit all over it too. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Betty Boop stuff.
Grandma loved that shit.
all
My
over the place.
stepmother, who rest in peace, she was sort of named after her, and so
Betty Boop. Listen,
I'm listening.
the person that had this car, I love. Like she's the nicest. We're still,
Okay, we know
we're
it's a
still,
girl.
Still friends. So I feel bad, but it was like I think it was the.
Is she in Wisconsin?
No, I think it was getting into the car wash. I think that traumatized me.
Okay. Now, do you still see her every now and then?
No,
If you were to see her, do you think you'd end up washing her car again?
maybe.
That's such
I'm
a
just
weird.
that kind of a friend, I guess.
Your car wash kind of
That's
kind of
why
gal.
I don't have a lot of friends.
That's so well. I think you have more friends if you always wash their car.
Right, but
We should invite her
funny.
over more, just to hang out though. Not for the car stuff, just like to hang out and maybe have a bucket with some soap around. See what happens.
anyhow, that's my story.
Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. When I say charter flight, what is that? What pops in your head? What do you think about?
A charter flight?
Yeah.
Private plane?
Okay, and like what kind of? Walk me through like what you think a charter flight scenario would be.
From like where to like a
From let's say, oh I don't know, let's say from like Buenos Aires to Santiago, Chile.
a charter flight's a pretty small plane.
Yeah. Usually, right?
Yeah,
And
small
it's
like private plane.
Nice.
Would be nice. Yeah, like leather. I'm picturing like that buckle leather, like that
yes,
lamb
very soft.
leather. Yeah.
Doesn't make you sweat. Mm-hmm. And like you're just with a few
Oh,
bros.
don't tell me that you were fucking in a plane that didn't have air.
I'll tell you what I was on.
Oh,
So after Lollapalooza in Buenos Aires, by the way, that was I've been to Buenos Aires many times. This is my favorite time being there. I walked around more than usual, had some amazing steaks, and I saw the beauty in the city that I hadn't seen ever really before. So that was nice. But we did Lollapalooza on one day, and then the next day we had Lollapalooza in Chile. So the festival paid for a charter flight. And we heard that, all right, cool. It's going to be like just Jane's Addiction on a charter flight. That's fun.
Yeah.
Private plane. And then it starts coming in like, well, no, you guys are actually going to be flying with...
with roosters and goats
no,
and stuff.
no. You're going to be flying with Tame Impala and their crew. And then, what the fuck's the other band?
I love Tame Impala.
There's another big band that was fucking playing down there.
Drake?
No, he bailed.
Really?
So on one of the shows, he didn't like the way the crowd treated him the night before. So his whole crew loaded in for Lolla, and like he just got on a plane and flew back to America. Didn't tell anyone in his team or his crew that he left. He just went home. He's like, I'm not playing Lolla. Fucking stupid cocksucker. What an asshole.
What did they do? What did the crowd do to him? Didn't suck his dick or
Yeah,
something?
they didn't clap
that's
loud enough the
ridiculous.
night before when he played.
That's ridiculous.
So he's got on a plane and left. So charter plane, back to the charter plane. We okay, so now it's going to be Tame Impala and their crew, and then I forget there's another fucking band that's pretty good. I forgot who they were, and they were going to be on too. So I'm like, okay, this sounds like a bigger plane. Maybe it's just like a regular jet, but probably all nice seats. We show up to the airport, and like usually with a private plane or a charter flight, you just kind of like drive out onto the runway. You drive right up to the goddamn plane and show your passport or ID and get on. we just show up at the airport. They're like, hey, here it is. Get out. And we got into checked in for a regular flight, regular security line. We got on this plane, and it's a normal sized jet. We're flying the flight left at 4:30 in the morning. So we got to the airport at 12 or 1 a.m.
Jesus.
to fly in because we had to work that next morning. We got on the plane, and there are the seat in front of you. There was no nets or no pockets for anything to put your stuff on, and the seats didn't even recline. And it was like,
And how long was the flight?
2 or 3 hours, and the whole thing was like bright white and bright purple, and like the lights were like a dentist office. It was like the worst.
Lord.
It was one of the worst planes I've ever been on, and I felt totally duped by this charter flight promise.
Was it hot in there too?
That one wasn't that hot. We had a couple of very hot flights where it's like it was either like a frigid where it's almost snowing, or
I'd
it's
rather have
like
that.
chilling on the equator.
Yeah, nope.
But I was very bummed about this charter situation.
They
Got
made
duped.
it sound like super cool.
The worst part. So we landed at we landed at a charter like airport, like a nice fancy little airport, tiny one. And they come over the loudspeaker, like, okay. Basically, I'm not going to do the accent, but it was very hard to understand. But basically, they're saying,
Do you want me to do it?
yes. They said we're gonna.
Todo bien.
There's 100 something people on the plane probably,
Bueno.
and they're like, we're gonna call 20 names, and those 20 names are gonna get off the plane and go inside and speak to the police and also take COVID tests, and then once they're cleared and done, we'll call the next 20 people,
No.
and then the next. It took an hour and 20 minutes
No boy.
to get people off the plane because you have to get off the plane and then get COVID
How many
tested.
people were on the plane?
Like
Was
100.
it just
Like
so
100
was
people.
it just people that were working?
Yeah, it
for
was
La
all
Lollapalooza?
it was all
Oh, okay,
band,
so it wasn't like,
band and crew people, and so the first 20 got tested, and then it took forever, and then you're getting off. You're in
Fucking COVID,
a small little room, and like you're in a line. It's hot as fuck in there.
Nope.
You have to scan your luggage, and then you have to wait for your whole team to get like. We didn't get tested. It was the first 20 got tested, but it just took forever to get the
wait,
results.
first 20 got tested.
It was like
and
a
then the
random
rest of you were
20
okay?
testing. They call it random 20 names.
It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous.
It is. And then once we got through there, it was like another hour of just hanging out there waiting for the vans to fill up so we could go. So it was such a dumb experience.
Oh my god.
So that's what a charter flight is, everybody in South America.
Wow. I was thinking like, I'm sure Drake took a charter flight back to.
I'm sure
America.
I'm sure he flew completely private. Like what an asshole. Another really funny thing. The last show we played in Sao Paulo, right?
São Paulo.
At Lala. The band before us it wasn't a band. It was like some R&B like rap artist or some shit. And he was so, I don't know. He was so bad and so loud. And he between every song, he was like, there was like gunshot noises coming from like, that was like, he's one of those kind of dudes.
Yeah.
And he went over his time. And so we're ready to go on. And they just cut his sound. They completely just stopped his audio, but he had no idea. So he kept going through the motions because they were probably all on in-ears. So he couldn't hear the PA was off. He went for another 3 minutes. 3 minutes easy while we're like starting. And like he's just, oh, yeah. And like everyone in the band is playing, but no one in the crowd can hear them. He had no idea. And it was so funny because he was so bad. Pretty good stuff.
That's like the Ashley Simpson thing.
Oh, that was so much worse. That was so bad.
Oh.
That was so horrible.
And she did that little like.
Tried to play it off like, just kidding around. Do you remember that? You know, Ashley Simpson is Jessica Simpson's sister, and she played on SNL. And they have backing tracks, which a lot of people do, but hers has vocal tracks.
Yeah, she wasn't singing at all.
I think it was the drummer who's in charge of starting the track, or whoever it was, started playing the track before the band was ready. So she's nowhere near the mic, and like her voice starts coming through. Oh my God. And the awkward dance that she does.
She did like this like a
a
hoedown, like
trying to downplay the fact that like, oh, I don't sing
Poor
live.
thing.
I just don't sing live.
I feel so bad for her.
But like sing.
Yeah.
Sing your parts.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Sing out loud.
what's that? Kermit?
Sing a song. Sing out loud. Sing out strong. Sing
That's all I
of
know.
good things, not bad.
You guys sound like cult
Sing
girls.
of happy, not sad. Wasn't that the Carpenters?
I don't know.
La 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 la. Who sang that?
I don't know, but it's a good one.
That was, you guys sounded nice together.
Yeah, we harmonized.
But it really-
Let's go on the voyage.
Remember in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when the Manson cult girls would walk and sing together?
Yeah.
That's what you guys reminded me of.
Wait, I gotta sing a song. Who sings that? Sing a song.
Sing a song. Sing out loud.
It sounds like a Julie Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It. Julie Andrews sang it on.
Wait, are you kidding?
On Sesame Street.
Yeah, I was gonna.
You have to be kidding.
No, but it wasn't her
And I
that
was just
sang
gonna
it.
say that I thought
You guys
that I
just did-
remember it
The
from Sesame Street.
Carpenters. Yeah, it was the
Julie Andrews sang a
Carpenters.
version of that?
That's funny you said that. Yeah.
The way you guys were saying it, it sounded like the way she would do Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
I'm amazing.
Wait, was she Mary Poppins?
Yes.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Of course she was. I want to talk about something that you posted, Heidi.
Yeah.
And then you posted a picture the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cute of you as a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this one right here.
Yeah.
See that?
That was at the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses.
That was the Kingdom Hall? That's the fabled Kingdom Hall?
Yep.
That's where it all went down, huh?
Yep. There's
So-
no windows.
On your it could have been a great charter flight. And you added some text to it that I really liked. You said, wish I could go tell the 12-year-old me a few things.
Yeah.
What would you tell her? 'Cause I like this game. I like this idea.
I would tell myself that to not waste my time on, like, I think I've always been not obsessed with like if I date someone, but I've always given a lot and like threw other things by the wayside. Does that make sense? Like I never
sacrifice your own needs for somebody else.
Exactly. And you know,
Only
and-
in like relationships or even
Pretty
with
much.
friendships or just
No,
like
I'd-
lovers or whatever.
yeah,
Not
like
lovers, but
no, like relationships or like been devastated when a guy who hasn't fucking called me and I'm like, I don't know why isn't he? You know, just move on. Like do your own shit. I would tell her.
that's good advice
that.
for every kid because I feel like
Yeah.
it's something that we all.
I tell my niece that all the time. I'm like, focus on your drawing, on what you want to do, you know, because it's all about boys or girls or whatever it is, and like, it's just like it's not worth it. It really
Well,
isn't.
It's worth it.
It's normal,
It's worth
but-
it to pursue all that stuff. But the idea of like, I've always tried to tell people like, there's not just one person for everybody.
Yeah.
So if someone like hurts you and breaks your heart, it sucks and it's awful. But like, there's probably 5,000 other people on earth that could
Yeah.
that could help you or could serve that purpose.
Yeah, like I totally believed in. I always believed in one soulmate, and now I believe in many.
Yeah.
You know that whole thing. Like someone will come into your life for a day, a season, for a reason or something. The way that's worded. But I would tell her that. I would tell her to wear, sunscreen on your head and your chest.
Good advice. Oh, because you got cancer on your head.
On my head, and then I had like wrinkles on my chest, but they're gone now because I wear these things at night.
What do you wear?
I wear these like they're like these silicone, like they're shaped like a triangle, and you apply them to either your chest or your neck or your face, because I sleep on my side and I have boobs, and so as you
I
get
have boobs.
older,
I sleep on my side.
well, you're gonna start to get like lines in your chest, and I remember I saw myself in a reflection once, and I was like, oh, what is that? And
You're
it was
getting
a
mom
line.
chest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, nope. So now it went away. It's not.
Can I wear those things all over my face?
Yeah. They have them for
All
like.
of- just sleeping like a baby.
I don't know. I would tell her that. I would tell her to leave Jehovah's Witnesses sooner, and that it was gonna be okay. Like it's not as
Oh, young Heidi.
devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I tried to kill myself after all that, so it's gonna be okay. Like everything's fine.
That's something that I try to tell people now, kids in our lives and everything, that like everything you think is heavy and a big deal right now, it's
Yep.
not. Your life is just so short. Your window of what your experience is so tiny that everything that sucks feels enormous.
Yeah.
It feels like it'll just be forever. But it's not.
What's his name? Neil Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, Neil. I saw him on. Was he on Joe Rogan or something?
Heidi's name drop.
I didn't actually see him. I saw a video.
Listen, the reason for me to push this button is getting smaller and smaller. I just want to hit it. Yeah, he's on Rogan quite a bit.
He was saying that for us to be alive, do you know what a fucking huge feat that is? And when he said it, I was like, oh wow. I mean, for us, for everything to happen in that moment in time, for us to fucking be this person and this thing that we come out and we're different and we're our DNA and our fingerprints and like it's just so bizarre. And I was like, oh yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we should just fucking make the best of it. And life is fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Let's get some cocaine and
short.
party.
Yes.
Yes.
Have a heart attack. Let's go out.
Dude, that'll help. That'll speed things along.
Woo!
Fucking A. Anything else you would tell yourself?
I would just say like tell people you love them because you don't know if it's the last time you'll see them.
This is true.
What else? To invest in the stock market.
I would
buy Apple.
If I were to meet your 12-year-old self, first of all, I'd be like, listen, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm your friend from the future. Don't freak out. But I suggest someday you're going to need to utilize your Irish accent. Start now. Work on it now because in the future, it's not wonderful. And it could be a lot better. And that's the only advice I would give to 12-year-old Heidi.
G'day. I mean, no, that's Australian.
Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. She doesn't even know the difference. Wow.
I don't know. I mean, there's so many things. Did you ever see Peggy Sue got married?
When I was a kid, but I don't remember it at all.
Did you see it?
Is that Nicolas Cage?
It's so great. Yes.
And Elizabeth Shue?
No.
Kate
voice,
Beckinsale.
Her voice got
Kathy.
No. Anyhow, she was in Romancing the Stone and
Kathleen Turner.
Yeah. So in it,
I'm so good at
she
names.
has a heart attack, and oh my God. And she goes,
like us.
I think she's like in a coma or something, or but she goes back in time, and you don't know if she's actually going back in time, but she sees her sister, and she's like, "You want to play a game?" And I've never cried so hard in my life because she's always been mean to her little sister, and her sister's like, "You want to play a game with me?" And she's like, "Yeah, let's play a game." And then she like the phone rings, and it's her grandmother, and she's like, "Grandma," and like crying, like, "Oh my God, I love you, I'm coming over." And the grandma's like, "Okay," like all these things because she like you miss out. You just sort of like, I had a point to the story. I'm not sure what it was, but she kind of went back and she told this friend of hers in school who was a scientist. She told him to make like all these things to make a millionaire, and that's cool.
Wait, there's time travel in that movie?
Yeah.
I don't think I remember that part.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
I thought it was just like a chick flick, like someone gets married.
No, and it's Jim
Well, it's like
Carrey's in it too.
It's like a Scrooged Ghost of Christmas Past type
and
movie?
she goes back and she tells this guy, and then when she
watch
comes,
it again.
it's really good. I cried a lot, and when she comes to, I'm not giving it away. It's been out, but
Spoiler alert for a 45-year-old movie.
Yeah, when she comes to, then it shows. Oh, and in it, she's trying to get back with her. It's kind of like the Michael J. Fox movie.
Back to the Future?
Back to the Future. A little bit. Because she's trying to like get back with her ex because they're separated in real life. She's trying to get back with him so then they can have the baby and like, because they had
Just trying to go back in time and fix the problems that were happening before?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Oh.
And
But that sounds more interesting than I remember it.
Yeah. But she goes and she tells this friend, this guy that's like the total nerd, and she's like, "Oh my God, this is what you have to do. And she drew these things, and he was like, "Oh my God." And then he becomes really rich and invents these things. It's cool.
And that's Heidi's
Peggy
review
Sue
of
Got
Peggy Sue Got Married. I love it.
We should do
Check it
movie
out.
reviews.
Okay. I would love to.
That'd be
Can we start
fun.
with Beetlejuice, which you haven't seen yet?
I haven't seen it. It's on HBO right now. I'm gonna watch it.
Let's watch it.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's do that for a show.
Yeah.
I cried the other day. I cried our last show in Brazil was the 1 year anniversary of Taylor Hawkins' death, and he died in Colombia, but he died while they were doing the Lollapaloozas. And
it was?
yeah, the last show he played was Lollapalooza in Argentina.
Wow.
On his way to like Paraguay or something, and that show was canceled. And then he passed away in Bogota. But we Jane's, they have a song called Chip Away, which is all drums. Mm-hmm. So they ended the set with it's Eric Perkins and Josh Klinghoffer now playing like drums up front, playing toms, and Perry sings. But it was like a drum tribute to Taylor.
Wow.
And they put up all these pictures of him with the Jane's guys up on the screen, and it ended on a shot of him playing with Foo Fighters, wearing a yellow like tank top that he with a marker wrote Jane's Addiction on. Like he always used to make his own shirts, but he made a bunch of Jane shirts. But seeing that and just the powerful part of like the guys playing drums and
that would have been beautiful.
And then at the end of it, Eric Avery hadn't seen the screen yet, so they do their bows. He turns around and sees Taylor, and he just blew him a huge kiss, and it was
my God,
crushing.
I
can't believe it's been a year already.
It's so nuts how that's why I think time is just like flying by right now. I don't like it. Did you ever see when they got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Taylor goes, the two bands that should be here too?
Yes,
Jane's Addiction and
of course.
Red Hot Chili? No, it was somebody else. The Melvins.
No, it wasn't the Melvins. I don't think.
Who did he?
I
say?
forget.
Damn it. Anyhow.
But yeah, he was that was one of his favorite bands of all time.
Yeah.
And if he were there, he'd be playing drums along with the boys. But just can't believe it's been a year already.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Wait, I
have to admit
funny-
something.
What?
Well, when I was in the hotel, one of the hotels on a day off, I I was eating food, and I had to wipe my mouth because like something had dribbled out of my mouth. So I grabbed a towel, like a hand towel that was next to the bed, and wiped my mouth with it. But I thought I had folded up the other way, but inside of it was a load of my cum, and I wiped it right across my lips. And I wanted you guys to hear about it now. And like I said, I thought I folded it in the other way, but
Was
I
it
didn't.
old and crusty?
It was pretty fresh. Fresh enough where it had not dried yet.
Does that mean you're gay now?
It wouldn't, except I went back and finished it all up, and I ate the rest of it. What? I just sucked. It's my own. You can suck your own jizz out of a towel. Darren just gave me a look I've never gotten before. I don't like it at all. What do you think? What are you feeling right now?
I'm getting mixed messages. Before you told me to turn my camera and my mic off.
I didn't say turn the camera off. I just said stop being a doctor. But now I'm asking you directly.
Doctor.
As a doctor,
medical opinion.
what is your evaluation? I felt so stupid.
Yeah.
It's also not a big deal because it's like, it's mine. But I wiped it all across my mouth.
It's a bummer. Did you lick your lips? Did you taste it?
I've tasted it before.
It's not my question.
No, I didn't. I did not lick my lips. What? Ask him why, if I've tasted my jizz before?
Yeah, like
I
what?
think all guys do that.
Really?
Well, there's multiple ways I've done it. I've literally had it on my hand and just been like, want to know what it tasted like. And I've also like, if a woman is going to be kind enough to suck on my pee-pee and have it make the boy juice, I can be gentleman enough to kiss her right afterwards. Doesn't matter to me. It makes her mouth so much more slick. What? Well, how are you grossed out? You've had it in your mouth before.
What?
Jizz.
Yeah, but I'm just like saying, like, if I wouldn't like, I don't know.
If a guy went down on you, would you kiss him right afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, you can't be grossed out by your own stuff.
Yeah, but if I had like my shit on something and I was like, oh, yeah.
Here's the good news. We're not talking about shit. I don't know if you think they're the same thing.
Talking about shit.
No, but like I feel like if someone's gonna go down on
That's
me,
true. That's
if
true.
I were to be grossed out by my own cum, then why shouldn't they be grossed out by
That's
it?
true. That's
you know?
true.
I'm a gentleman. I'm a fucking gentleman. I'm such a gentleman. I just wipe my own cum on my face without any reason
I
to.
just think it's funny you didn't like consider that. That's why there was a hand
Well,
towel
it was
next to your
well.
bed.
I knew what it was for, but again, I thought it was folded differently. I didn't know it was right on the outside,
Right,
and it was kind of like I was dribbling quickly. I didn't want to keep dribbling, so I
What
just
were you
fucking
eating that you were
I know, right? Why were you
dribbling?
so
I don't
fucking
know.
dribbly?
I don't know. Someone else's cum. It was Heartthrobb's cum, actually.
Heartthrob.
Oh man, alive.
Have you been following the Gwyneth Paltrow trial at all?
Not really, but like, can you please remind people what it is about? Because it seems.
for sure.
I
Yeah.
know nothing.
So in 2016, Gwyneth Paltrow was on a big excursion,
A ski trip,
expensive
right?
ski trip in Park City.
Okay.
And she was with her now husband. They were dating, and his kids and her kids. And allegedly,
Like the Brady Bunch.
yeah,
Blended. As they say.
blended.
never heard that.
What was her and Chris Martin's thing? They were when they got
Conscious uncoupling.
conscious uncoupling.
It's kind though. It's
Fucking
nice.
divorce.
Yeah, but like
Conscious uncoupling.
divorce does have a connotation of like of dislike for each other. Usually,
Yeah, it's why you get a divorce.
not always.
No, but I mean, but then you like, if you're, anyhow, that's just her. That's great. So, anyhow,
You'd be a great reporter. Anyway, that's just her. It's just great.
anyhow.
And back to the weather.
Now.
So I didn't understand it, and now I've been watching it and reading. So she allegedly,
Thank you. You're learning.
this optometrist was skiing, and he said that there was this curve, and his recollection is that he heard this screaming that was like, oh my God, this person is about to hit a tree and die. Like, he said it was a curdling scream. And then all of a sudden he doesn't remember much because she crashed into him so hard. And then she got up and was like, you okay? And before he had time to say anything, she went away.
Oh, she hit and run.
So, and then he had a concussion and broke 4 ribs. Okay.
How fast was she going?
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure, but it was a
She only
turn.
weighs like 2
So
pounds. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must have been very fast.
she's really tall. She's 5'9", 5'10". I didn't know that. But anyhow, so her recollection was the Appalachians. Do you know that I always reference the Appalachians? Like if somebody's not eating something and I'm like, well, the Appalachian people, like they. So it's a thing.
It used to be Ethiopia. That was the big
I
thing.
say
if you're
Appalachian
hungry.
all the time because I saw
they hungry?
a documentary once.
And
Oh,
they're
they're
not
so
particularly well.
they're so poor, and these little kids don't have pencils and pens, but
Who needs them? Get a fucking iPhone.
they're taking baths in these paint cans. Anyhow, I digress.
If
So,
they want cummy towels, come to me.
oh my God.
I just want some
So
protein.
she claims that how it happened was, this is really disturbing. She said that she's skiing, and all of a sudden she sees like her legs are apart, and she sees these 2 skis go between her legs, and she looks down and she says she heard a like a moaning. It's so bizarre.
Wait, what?
So she claims that he came behind her and that he caused the crash, okay? And that he put his skis in between hers.
As they're skiing?
Yeah, like as she's
Like
to
a
fall.
mid-flight dock, like what jets do to
Supposedly.
get to like a refueling?
Exactly. And that when they fell, they sort of like it looked like they were spooning. So she's
they fuck each
telling
other?
this. So, okay, so this is that.
These are 2 completely varying accounts of what happened.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. So he goes on to sue her for 3.1 million, and the judge says no, absolutely not. You can sue for 300,000 in damages because he had a concussion.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why 3.1 million?
I have no idea because actually he had
3 will not do.
I need a .1.
Yeah.
so he had a brain injury too, allegedly. So
A good fuck will do that to anyone.
True. That's true.
So, okay, so this trial is happening, and his lawyer, if you look, there's like a guy that put together all these little bits and pieces of the prosecutor, and she's like all over Gwyneth. Like, she's like, how tall are you? And she's like, I'm a little under 5'10". She goes, wow. She goes, I wish. She goes, I have to wear these heels every day. This is the prosecutor. She's like asking, like, she's like,
Where to get your hair done?
yeah, like she's like, she said,
Like throwing down with her.
yes, it's so crazy, but she's the prosecutor. And then so Gwyneth is suing for a dollar. She's countersuing for a dollar just to make a point. Okay. So
That's such a power move, by the way.
yeah.
I'm like, listen, I'm loaded.
And then
I just want to win this thing.
And then her prosecutor said, "Are you friends with Taylor Swift?" And Gwyneth's like, "Well, I've gone to her concert." And she's like, "Well, didn't you get that idea from her?" And it's like, who fucking cares? But I'm here for it. Like, I'm watching.
What idea?
The dollar, because
Did she sing
Taylor
about
Swift,
that?
like, no, she sued some guy, some photographer or something for a dollar, like countersued when they sued him or whatever. So anyhow, before I came here, I looked up. There's both sides say that there's footage, and there's the day it happened at Park City at the certain ski resort. There's a site where you go on and you talk about fucking things. It's like a community thing. And both sides are like, we can't get in. We tried to get in. And this guy, who's this tech guy, he's a tech investigator out here, said he got in 5 minutes. All he had to do was put his Google thing in. So he shows what was said on that day. And it's pretty damning evidence towards her, because all over there was a witness that's not friends with the doctor who said, holy shit, she like hit him so hard, like he has a concussion and his ribs are broken, and he saw the whole thing. So it's right there, and they took that to the judge, and he was like, oh yeah, this is real. So now it's going to be in that, but
admissible.
yes,
Your dollar.
but
No,
wait,
I could. Okay.
oh wait, no, go on.
I could have sworn I've skied once when I was a kid, but I'm not a skier. When you go to ski, don't you sign some kind of waiver where if you're injured, it's just like it's an accident?
Oh,
Or was she behaving recklessly?
Like I don't know, but I've gone. I used to ski all the time.
You don't sign anything when you get to a mountain, or you
No,
buy
I
a day
never
pass.
have. Yeah, like a day pass. Yeah, you don't sign stuff.
I would figure you would, because if you get hurt, you don't sue the resort or sue the hill.
No, I don't believe so. That'd be interesting. We should look that up, but I don't think so.
But wouldn't you think that you would? Like if you
yeah,
go
but
to
but you already know the risk. Like you're fucking.
well, yeah, but
like,
businesses
that doesn't go up in
you don't assuming risk doesn't
Yeah,
protect
that's
the
true.
company.
So okay, so wait, so
there's no video of the crash.
well, so this guy investigated it, and in it, it's a community thing for this thing, and this guy said, you cannot make this up. Gwyneth took out Terry last week. Last Saturday, her son broke his arm skiing at Park City. Gwyneth was staying at the mountain or the Montage. She took her plane out of Millionaire Airport. I wish I did know.
This is an airport called Millionaire Airport.
I think he's just making fun of it. But so this guy wrote, Scott, the thing you did not see was Terry, who's the doctor, was knocked out cold. And that's what he's saying too, that he doesn't remember. Like when she said, are you okay? He's like, I wasn't even like conscious for that. Like, so, and then this guy said, bad hit to the head. Not too sure if Terry has broken ribs. I did see the hit. Terry did not know his name. I asked Terry what his name was. He didn't know, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe he was just ashamed to admit his name was Terry. That's one of the worst names.
Anyhow, but all you had to do was sign into this thing on Deer Valley, and you just get in. And both sides were like, we have to find this. It's
The firewall is too
damning.
powerful. We just can't break through the mainframe.
Oh my god.
So it'll be interesting to see, but I guess her
You think
kids,
she'll go down for this, or she'll
I don't
lose
know,
the
it's
lose
funny.
the
I mean, it's
lawsuit?
300,000. She has so much money.
She probably has it on her.
Exactly. Like
But
Spielbergers are Godfather. Come on.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I also say I hate that I actually just said that, because I feel like just because someone's rich doesn't mean they should just hand out settlement money.
No, yeah, it's
You know?
probably just the because I hate being I hate being told I'm lying, or if something that
Oh,
I
it's
know
the
didn't
worst.
happen
Things-
did. I fucking hate it.
It's infuriating.
I that might be how I go. Like I will fight with someone. I will punch somebody with these things. Oh my god.
Doesn't that feel good?
Ooh.
Punch the
Love
table.
it. No.
Why?
It'll hurt.
No, it won't. That's the whole point.
Oh yeah, no. I don't.
I'm
I'm
I recently bought
to sound.
brass knuckles for myself because I'm in the mean streets of wherever we live. But over the last few years, since that horrible thing happened to the whole world, our neighborhood is gotten a bit crazier, and there's just weird people around.
I saw a guy
And-
when I left the other night that was on a bike, and he circled over here. I forgot to tell you guys that, and I got really like, ooh,
yeah.
he was tweaky.
So
like
every
a
now and then
tweaker.
I'll do my walk. I do these late night walks often, and sometimes I'll carry a knife. But I realize like I don't want to kill somebody,
Right.
but I do want to I want to punch someone in the face with these. Yeah. You know, hey, try these ones. These ones are plastic. We're talking about brass knuckles, by the way.
Oh no, these aren't.
Oh, that does the same thing.
No, I want the gold ones.
Brass.
I mean brass.
They're called brass knuckles, not gold knuckles. Pretty good.
Yeah. They make
I've loved these my whole life.
purses now like this. Like these are attached to the purse.
Do they really?
And you put.
Then
your
you're swinging a
fingers
whole
in there.
purse.
Yeah.
You punch them and like money flies out like a pinata and lipstick and all kinds of shit. That's funny shit.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Anyhow, wait.
Did you see this car crash that happened in California?
That's
I
in
want
California.
to show you this video.
No,
that
I
happened.
just got a text from Lisa, and it's one of our guys from our show who just got arrested for assault.
Oh shit!
charges.
Did you guys ever hang out yet and watch the show?
No,
No, it's not gonna happen.
I don't.
Not gonna
I
happen.
hope so, but
She sent me.
work.
She sent me a video last night, and it's basically a video of someone being someone describing a really horrible person, and she said that the person that was being described reminds her of me, and that it was like truly like one of the rudest texts I've ever gotten in my life. And I just responded back like, "Thanks for the question mark." I said, "Great to hear from you." And then she laughed at it this morning, but like, if I sent that to her, she'd never speak to me again. It was basically saying, she said this person being described, it isn't you, but it's not you. And I was like, I watched it, I'm like, what the
hilarious,
fuck
though.
is this? This is fucking so painful.
But that's how you guys are together. You like.
Not
poke
anymore.
fun.
Not anymore. She's your friend now. You can have her. You
I
can have
love her.
This one's gonna take a lot of therapy between the two of us to get over.
She's funny.
She is funny usually. This crash happened on a highway close to here.
Oh wait, was it the tire?
Yes.
Because hold on.
I'm holding.
Hold on before you show this.
What?
That day, this is so fucking bizarre. In the morning,
Can we show it first?
I told
Oh.
Anthony about years ago. I had this little Honda Civic, a 2-door one. Do you remember those? They had like the square backs of it.
A hatchback.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a hatchback. It was like a square. It was this sleek, like. Anyhow, it was an old boyfriend's car, and I was driving it, and he had just gotten the tires rotated, and I was on 94 in Wisconsin, and I was going like 75, and all of a sudden the car started to go nuts, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And all of a sudden I see this tire go past me. And then it goes over into the other lane, but it hits a semi-truck. Thank God it hit a truck, but then bounced back over, and I'm like, ah! And it's about to hit me, but it goes rolling into the fucking Wisconsin side of the road, and and this is before phones, before like cell phones.
Did your axle break or just the tire?
The lug nuts weren't on there tight enough.
All 5 or 6 came off.
That's
It the tire fucking fell off of my car, went past me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Whose tire is that?
Kind of little.
And almost fucking.
What an asshole this person is.
So this guy, I remember this guy. Like, if I saw him, I would remember him. He pulled over, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna die too now. He's gonna kill me. He got out of his car and he goes, woo! He goes, wow. He goes, he's like, I wish I could have recorded that. That was insane. He goes, your whole fucking tire came off. All of us slowed down. And he goes, and then it could have killed somebody on the other side, but it hit a semi truck. And there's my luck. my luckiness. It hit the and
Very
then
lucky.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
But then I saw this and I was like, no way!
So,
the same day
let's see
I
it
told
again.
this
So
story.
this happened that happened not too far from here, I don't think. And a tire pops off, and this person goes just flying in the air. Like they're flying down, they're going on the highway, normal speed, and the truck next to them, the tire comes off and rolls in front of the car to the left of the truck tire comes off, the car's to the left of them, and they launch what, 15, 20 feet in the air?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
20 feet in the air. And like, can you imagine?
Oh,
You have no idea
what's happening?
what's happening.
That's in the 118?
Look how high it is.
Oh my God.
Look how fucking high the car is.
What is that? Like a little Honda CRX or something?
I don't know.
CRV, whatever it's called. Oh my God. Oh, it came off with the pickup truck.
Yeah, so this truck,
Fuck.
the tire came off right, and so like the
I know his
person
pain.
didn't even see the tire coming in. All of a sudden you're just driving, and then all of a sudden you're just looking at the sky, and they did a full flip, and it landed on the passenger side of the roof. The person walked away. They're fine. They're better than fine.
See,
They're
this
better
is
than
why
they were
you have
before
to
the
wear
crash.
your seatbelt. My, yeah, you have to wear your seatbelt.
The end.
That's it.
That's all.
Isn't that fucking
That's
crazy?
insane. I didn't see the whole thing like that.
Did you see the other one today of the guy that stole the LA Cruiser and then
No,
jumped out on the highway?
but I'm telling you, like that.
Oh,
I told that story and then that happened. I was like, what the fuck? Wait, there was another story.
Darling,
Yeah.
can you get the door? Our
Yeah.
next guest is here.
Oh, did you see the study that
Just have her chill and then yeah.
the study that said that men look more masculine wearing makeup? A new study.
What kind of makeup? Like bruise? Like
What study has
like
found
bruise-
that
bruises?
men look more masculine when they're wearing makeup? The findings showed that male faces were rated as being higher in attractiveness when presented as wearing makeup, as well as having an increased perceived masculinity. Who the fuck?
I mean, I think men can look good in makeup, but I wouldn't say more masculine, right?
No, of course
You can be better
not.
looking,
This is ridiculous.
unless it's like,
And then they showed
is it makeup to accentuate features or like what?
no makeup. And they showed a Machine Gun Kelly with makeup on.
Again, I think makeup can look very cool in a guy, but more masculine, absolutely
Not
not.
like if you're David Bowie,
Yeah,
but you're effeminate. Then you're not masculine.
sure. That's a very weird point to make.
So weird.
I feel like people are saying things just to be different or just to try to change the opinion of everything,
Yeah.
even though it's based on absolutely nothing.
No. Also, I don't know if I sent it to you, but I put it in my story set today. There was a long time ago. There was a fire in an apartment building. And afterwards, there was this black woman who was like, and I grabbed my shoes and I got this or what, and it was one of the funniest fucking memes I've ever seen. Do you remember? She was.
Anybody got time for that? That one?
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
It's
fucking
classic.
15 years old. Yeah, it's one of the best.
So now,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
CNN did a report that said if you are a white person and you're talking about that or reposting it, that it is a form of digital blackface. And this one person wrote like, all right, shut the fuck up. And then Elon Musk was like 100%. Like, what the hell? What? How is this digital blackface?
If you repost it,
Yes. It's ridiculous.
guys,
like
here,
they're
listen.
making shit up now, like you said, like to get like
I don't care what you want to happen. Black people can be very funny, and like it's okay to like laugh and,
so
and
can
repost.
white people.
That's
like
what I'm
it's
saying.
like it's so stupid.
So a white person can't repost that video, or if it's digital blackface.
I don't believe any of it. But now the CNN reporter like came out with this thing like it's good, and you know it's some white guy that's like, oh, it's digital white blackface, and
I'm not reposting because it's a black person.
right, because it's fucking
just
funny.
fucking funny.
So my friend Donnie, who's black, he was like, "This is
You know
gotta
that
stop."
having black friends is basically friendship blackface, right? You do know that, right?
But he's just like, this has got to fucking stop. Are you kidding
It's
me?
not gonna
Like,
stop. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
I saw this woman, and I think
Was she
her
hot?
name. She was beautiful. This black woman. She's a lawyer. Oh my god, this lawyer. I think she's in DC, and she was saying she was talking against teaching. I don't know exactly. I don't exactly know what it was, but she had a really good argument about teaching not ethnic studies, but there was something
Critical
that they
race theory.
wasn't that,
CRT?
but it was something like on the order of that. And she's saying, I'm so against it. She's like, because my children should know that there has been progress and that they shouldn't be like, she was saying that it creates this like stagnant, nobody's moving, everybody's a racist, you're never going to be anything because you're black. And she was saying that it's awful. And she made I was like, that is beautiful what she's saying, because I can't talk on it because I don't know, I'm white as they come, but what she was saying was so true. She's like, I want my children and their friends that are black to move on and to say we can better ourselves, and not everyone is a racist. And
That's something that you and I agree on, and you and I both love Bill Maher and feel like we think the same way. He says this all the time, that like there are many, many atrocities in the world, and this country is far from perfect, but it's always getting better.
yeah,
Like the racial equality, it's not perfect,
Not
but
at
it's better
all.
than it was 20 years ago,
Of
better than it was
course.
50 years ago, especially 400 years ago when slavery was happening.
of course.
And like relationships with gay communities has gotten better. Is it perfect? No, it's not.
Right.
Poverty, all that stuff. But it's going the right way.
Right.
Change takes a long time. And in 30 years, like we think things are like horrible now. In 30 years, they'll be better. We'll look back and think of how shitty
Yeah.
it was now. But it's gonna things get better and better.
Exactly, and that's what this. I'll find.
Except for
her.
Florida. Florida's trying to make things as bad as possible. It can't even talk about menstruation in school anymore.
Listen, I'm okay with that
'Cause it's
because I was
gross.
so
'Cause it's gross.
embarrassed. I would, if I ever went to the store and bought a box of pads, I would have to buy $100 worth of things to cover up the.
It's for my grandma.
I fucking hated it. I was like, oh no. But anyhow, she was wonderful, because after that, then I saw a clip of this guy. I'm sure I don't know if you've seen it yet. It's this like a Rasta looking guy, very handsome, like older, and he was on C-SPAN talking about how the only way things are gonna get better if all white people die. And I'm like, isn't
Well,
that?
to be fair,
He's probably right.
if that happened, most racism would go away.
That's true.
But it's not a viable option.
Right. But that's racist in itself. And that's also, what is that called when you get rid of a race? It's, what's that called?
Extermination?
There's
Genocide.
Genocide. But anyhow, it went from that to that. And I was like, damn. But this
Well, I also,
woman
like,
was so
I'm
wonderful.
also, part of me is also okay with black people and Mexicans, and I'm okay with them being a little bit racist, because they really have been treated poorly in North America.
American Indians as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
I understand it all. Yeah, of course. With all due respect, of course.
How?
How indeed. But yeah, of course, it is racism,
Yeah.
but it's a lot more acceptable than our racism.
Yeah,
The best kind, the strongest,
exactly.
most effective racism, the
Exactly.
white racism. And on that note, this has been a wonderful show. We're gonna wrap it up.
Oh, and I can't wait to talk about the guy.
Okay.
The guy who
Yeah.
they won't let him use his sperm anymore.
Save it.
Save it for another show.
Actually, you know what? It's really good. Let's talk about it. We'll do 5 more. Can you do it in 5 minutes?
Yeah, wait, let me pull it up.
You have 5 fucking minutes.
5 minutes. Where is it?
4
Oh
minutes.
my god. Oh my god.
3 minutes.
Wait, I don't know. I sent it to you, right?
You done a podcast before? You're supposed to have this stuff ready to go at all times.
I did have it. Anyhow, whatever. We won't talk about it.
Here. I got it.
Oh, thanks. It's a Dutch musician who has fathered 550 children is being taken to court to stop his sperm donations because he gets paid and reduce the risk of accidental incest.
It's in one community.
Jonathan Jacob Meyer, isn't that John Jacob
Jingle Minor Smith.
41 has donated sperm to at least 13 clinics, including 11 in the Netherlands, where he was blacklisted in 2017 for fathering 102 children.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's leave on that because we circle back to the sperm on
And that's the kind of sperm you want too. That's the donor you want.
Let me see.
I mean, I'm not.
He looks like Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
He looks like John Jacob Jingleheimer
He
Schmidt.
that he could.
His name is my name too. Whenever we go out, our people always shout. They say John Jingleheimer Schmidt. Na, 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 na.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.